Good morning. Um, I just wanted to get back on here and, vent a little bit more, I guess, because, whenever you do anything, you're going to get the love with the hate, but you got to be unbreakable. And so that's kind of what I want to vent about right now, being unbreakable and being able to persevere and come out on top still. Um, I do it by video because I don't want to type all of this. I'm a visual learner myself, and so I would rather, watch the movie than read the book. But, however anybody gets their point across, then, that's on them. But this is just how I want to choose to do it myself right now. But I'm saying all that to say that I wanted to talk about how, you know, my journey on trying to have to remain still standing through things that you have to go through in life, and how you could never give up no matter who tries to criticize you or make you feel like you're not doing enough to reach your goals. You just keep on trying until one day you get there, or like they say, if you reach for the stars and you only make it to the clouds, you still went further than you were, and you're a lot higher probably than most. So with that being said, I just wanted to talk about how I got familiarized with pain and a broken heart early on in life when I lost my grandmother, who was the rock to our family. She raised half of her grandkids, by I think four of her children. And she raised us all under one roof like we were brothers and sisters. And, when we lost her, she was the glue that held our family together. Not knowing that maybe, when I was around 12, we were going to lose her mom, which was my great grandmother. And I remember thinking then, wow, I'm too young to be understanding, pain like this. And, it was just looking around at how it was tearing, my older aunts and uncles and mom and stuff apart. It just kind of made me start looking at the world with a different, point of view. But, I'm just a kid, so I continue to live life. I continue to, stay in school and do what I was supposed to do as a child, try to keep myself on track. But it was kind of a little bit harder, and at that time I still didn't really understand all the way what exactly I was going through. Now, as I get to be, more upper in the years, around 18, I remember my heart just being ripped from me when I lost my younger god brother in a car accident. And it was just one of the most horrific things that I think I had experienced, in my life. He was my god brother, but we were inseparable because we were around the same age. We did so much stuff together. We hung out together, went to school together. We just did so much stuff together. We were just, we had so much fun that it was just it was kind of what I would feel a very bad experience nonetheless. Then I thought to myself, wow, you gotta make it through this, go on a journey. At this time, I'm a young mom, I'm in a bad relationship, just so much stuff. And I'm just okay, life, this, we're talking maybe 5 or 6 years apart, but we're also talking about a person who is 18 and under that's having to deal with all of this. So, it may not seem like a lot the way I'm explaining it, but, my heart felt like it was beginning to be so heavy. And I was just I got to find a way to continue to push on through life, be successful, because my drive and my ambition was always strong. And I thought I'm going to make it, but I got to now make it with, this battered heart, so to say. So, I'm thinking, that's it. But life said, we have other plans for you. So not less than 6 years after I lost my younger brother, I lost my older brother, my mother's son. And the same way, in a car accident. And I just thought to myself, like, okay, this is it. I mean, I'm 9 months pregnant at the time. It was the day after Thanksgiving. It was just like, the mightiest blow that I thought that my heart could take. Like, because, um, you know, it was like, oh man, like you see how I'm choked up right now because I can't even describe the pain that I felt, because this was the person who was like my everything, because I never knew my dad at all. Like, I don't know what he looks like still to this day. I've never met him. I've never seen him. I'm 40 plus years old and I have no clue on who this person is. It's not like I can, go locate him or anything like that, because I just don't even know who it is. So my brother always was like that mentor and that, guidance type of person for me. And so now here I am, my early 20s, and now I don't I don't have anybody to like guide me through life or help me out, or I lost my best friend years ago, and now I'm losing my bestest best friend and I'm thinking, now what? And it took me a long time to like sort out all the pieces in life, but I walked around this town and I looked, like I had everything together mentally. And, deep down inside, I was really choked up about it. But something about me, always said, don't give up though. Don't give in. Don't stop trying, and life just never was easy. It wasn't easy after that. It's really not easy now, but, it's a lot smoother because I turned to God for, help. Now, I say all of that to say that, like, people don't know sometimes that when you lose those key players in your life, that, it makes your journey, a little bit more harder, because it just becomes confusing, to say the least. I have one other sibling, an older sister, but, our relationship was not always the best. And, at this point in time in my life, we're about to lose our mom. And it's like, I'm just like, what, life, I'm ready for you this time. I mean, I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, like, there's no way to prepare what I'm facing, but I know that I'm not going to give in. Maybe a year or two ago, I found myself in counseling, and my counselor was like, I admire you. Like, she was like, with everything that you have had to deal with in life, because, I got a little more personal with her, of course. She was like, this is usually not how the story ends. People come to my office and they tell me things that you're telling me, and they're drug addicts, they're alcoholics, they're suicidal, they're depressed, they have some type of tragic, kind of, aura around them. And she like, you're in here and I feel like I'm being inspired by you. She was like, you just like, it's something about you that just makes me feel inspirational. And I just hope that, if you keep pushing that, you make it. She was like, and you're in here, and not because you're telling me that you have made it, but you just got something in you where you just don't want to give up. That's why you sought my office out, because you said you want to see yourself succeed. And she just, she's great. I call her all the time, and she just like, whenever I reach out to her, she wants to hear my story. She like, I don't know, you may have something bad to tell me, but I also know that you're going to tell me how you're going to overcome that, how you're going to get through it. And, I'm like, that's all I know. Like, I'm built strong, and it's never easy. It's never easy to just not feel like you don't want to give up. But if I can say anything to anybody out there, if you, keep going, life will get better. If it don't get, better in the sense of like, what everybody else calls the good life. If sometimes just peace of mind, keeping your sanity sometimes is just like one of the best things that you can, ask for. Because when you feel like, raindrops keep falling on your head, so to say, you just think to yourself like, when I see that sunny day, I'm just happy about that. So, um, I just want to end this by saying that, after all that I've gone through and after all that my heart has gone through, if anybody, think that, them disliking me or anything that I do or that I'm going to beg for love from someone, good luck with that because I'm unbreakable. And, I've gone through enough in life right now to know that, if I stick it out long enough, it will get better. So I just wanted to vent, but I also hope that, this helps someone to see that, just keep pushing through life. It's worth living. It's worth going after anything that you want to go after. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to achieve everything that I want in life, but I'm not going to stop trying ever. I will be 80, 90, and I will still be pushing towards it. Believe that. So to those who look at me like you ain't made it yet, you won't make it, I'm never going to believe that. That's not true. As long as God give me breath to breathe the next day, I'm going after it. Believe that. Like, and every time I get knocked down, I'm going to get right back up because I always say I may stumble, but I won't fall. So, that's pretty much all I have to say this morning. So, y'all have a good day and a blessed morning. Thank you.